Somewhere in Italy, there's a mountain that people used to panic on. They grew grapes on its slope. The grace got near its peak. Nobody thought it was dangerous, because nobody alive had ever seen it angry. That mountain was Vesuvius, and on one ordinary afternoon, in the year 79 AD, it changed the meaning of the word sudden, forever. In the city below, a baker was pulling loaves from his oven. A dog was chained in a courtyard. A group of friends had just sat down to eat. None of them will finish their meal. Stick with me, because the strangest part of this story isn't the eruption. Pompeii was not just a small town. It was a thriving Roman city of roughly 11,000 people, with beautiful bathhouses, a large outdoor theater, bakeries, wine bars, villas painted in reds and golds that still stand in story today. Picture the morning of August 24th, market stall opening, bread dough rising in stone oven, children running past painted courtyard walls. Above the city sat Vesuvius, green, sloped, and remarkable. Roman writers of the time didn't even classify it as a volcano. There was no word for what it truly was. The last major eruption had happened so long before that it lived in no one's memory, not their parents, not even their grandparents. By midday, the ground had already been trembling for days. Small tremors, nothing new. Pompeii sat in an earthquake-prone region, so no one blinked. Wells ran a little low, dogs grew restless, and still, the market stayed open. The bathhouses stayed full. Life as always went on. Around 1 p.m., Vesuvius tore itself open. Witnesses miles away describe a cloud shaped like an umbrella pine tree, rising nearly 20 miles into the sky. In a matter of minutes, in the street below, day turned into night. Ash began to fall. First light, like gross snow, dusting shoulders and rooftops. For nearly 18 hours, it wasn't lava, it was collapse. Stone and ash rained down at a rate of 6 inches per hour. Roofs caved under the weight. People who sheltered indoors, thinking they were safe, were crushed where they stood. Some ran, some hid in cellars, wrapping clothes around their faces. A family was found together in a wine cellar, huddled close, as if holding on each other was the only plan left. And then, just before dawn, the mountain did something worse than falling ash. It sent down a wave of heat so fast, nothing outran it. Scientists call it a prolastic surge, a superheated cloud of gas, ash, moving at a speed of 100 meters per hour, at temperature near 500 degrees Celsius. It didn't burn Pompeii people like fire burns wood. It killed in a fraction of a second, before their bodies had time to register pain. For centuries, people believed the citizens of Pompeii were buried and forgotten, their faces and final moments lost forever. But in 1860, an Italian archaeologist named Fiorelli noticed something strange while digging. Hollow spaces kept appearing in hardened ash, shaped like human forms. He had an idea nobody had tried before. Pour liquid plaster into those hollow spaces, let it set, then dig away the ash around it. What came out wasn't bone. It was a mold of exactly the final second of a human life. A mother curled around her child, a dog still twisted against the chain, a man with his hands over his face, not from fire, but from the ash, on his last breath. Pompeii hadn't just been destroyed, it had been frozen, a city sealed mid-sentence, its final moments preserved in a perfect, silent detail for almost 1,800 years. That's the twist history almost forgot. Pompeii's people didn't just die in an eruption. They became the eruption's last message. A message the world won't read for nearly 2 million. Today, over 1,000 plaster casts, skeleton remains, have been recovered from Pompeii and its sister city, Herculaneum. Excavations are still ongoing. New bodies, new rooms are still being uncovered as recently as the past few years. Walk through Pompeii today and you'll find bread still shaped in an oven, never baked. Graffiti still scratching to walls. Jokes, insult, love notes from people who thought they had forever. Pompeii's tragedy wasn't that the volcano erupted. It's an entire city stood on top of a danger for generations and simply forgot it was still there. If stories like this get to you the way they got to me, please like, share, and subscribe.